100% completed Country Star as a free-to-play player. Look at this, bro. Look. Bruh, I wanted to get some cards so I can show you that I have everything. Well, unfortunately. However, in today's video, we will discuss the state of this game. Yeah, exactly. But before that, I have every single song in the game, 287. I mean, if you see somebody with a higher number than 287, that's because this dumbass charts exist. However, the amount of original songs in this game is 287. And also, the max amount of deluxes is 207. Because as you can see, deluxe angle friends. You see, even the players who buy the passes like Tony, they have the exact amount. What? They have the exact amount of score and deluxes like me, because there is nothing more to collect. Even if you bought every single pass, which is crazy. So, okay, shut the fuck up. Yeah. So this is the official 100% completion. Yeah, you could be like, bro. But for example, where is he? I can find him, bro. Oh yeah, here he is. Dawker, for example, he's also free to play, but has 293 standard charts. Oh, so you actually didn't 100% complete the game, hmm? Well, I did, and it's because if I was needed to collect every single chart, first I would need to pay, and secondly, getting the song for the second time is like not making the game 100% complete, but like making it 110% complete. That's like DLC. It doesn't count, right? So I 100% completed the game. So I'll show you what I have. These are my skins. This is actually my newest skin from the Trash Chaser. Oh. These are all of my skins. Yeah, crazy. These are my avatars I collected. Yeah, amazing. Truly amazing. And today I'm gonna talk about this game and how I feel. Yeah, I will try to be not really furious or angry, because it can get I can get there while discussing this piece of piece. So, well, everybody knows that these great, amazing, and beloved charts aren't really that beloved and are not really appreciated by no one. I mean, yeah, we got Call Me the Breeze Anchor, so that's crazy. Or old version. I guess I call them anchors, just because the community calls them that way. I mean, I think it was leaked, and from there people just call it anchors or alt versions. So if I say anchor or I say alt version, I still mean these stupid retarded charts, okay? So, yeah. What is really the thing that actually pisses me the most about this game isn't really the alt versions in PASS, but the next bit itself. Okay, that pisses me so much, and I'll explain why. It's quite really simple. They are doing nothing. Okay. This game receives nothing. Beatstar receives like 9 new classic songs a month, so that's cool. But this game receives nothing. And you know, I was always a hater because they haven't released an update, a major update, since June of 2023. Yeah, it's going to be 2 years. So yeah, I wasn't happy about that. However, they made it worse, because now you don't even get new content. I mean, yeah, 6 new charts, cool, I guess, but you know, we already heard the song. You don't even like make a new part of the song. You use the same cut of the song. So it's just stupid. And there is nothing to be excited about except the deluxe polls. I mean, the deluxe polls are fine. The newest one was good. Okay, it was fine. Now the next one, I think Eye of the Hurricane one, so it's going to be good. I believe it's going to be good. However, what they did is they do not license songs anymore. Like, what the fuck? You have a game, you made a game about getting new songs, getting to know new songs, so to explore your music taste, I guess, and yet you don't license songs. And now, what is the reasoning? You may ask, why? And according to the community managers, which is never a good source, well, we'll get to that later, is that they are making a third game. Okay, they're making some sort of metal rock star game, and that's fine, it's alright. So what they did is they put all the licensing money to the third game, which hasn't been released yet. That's extremely stupid. That's so dumb. Like, sorry, but that's... So you abandon these two games, I mean, yeah, you didn't really abandon Beatstar, I guess, but you abandoned these two games just to work on a third game that isn't really out yet, because you work on it, of course. I mean, nobody really needs this third game rushed, or nobody really needs this third game so much that you have to put all the licensing there. I mean, that's my opinion, but I genuinely see, like, what if you license the songs for Country Star and Beatstar, but also slowly work on the third game? I don't think anybody would genuinely be upset. But yeah, that's just Space Ape technique, you know what I mean? So that's the first thing I really hate about Space Ape or Nextbeat. Okay, well, for example, these alt charts or anchors or whatever you call them aren't really a bad idea. However, they aren't really meant for the past. Imagine if we get like 6 or 4 new songs to the past every single 2 weeks, or maybe even 3 weeks. Yeah, we don't need the seasons to be 2 weeks long. However, imagine if you get 4 new songs every 3 weeks, and in the event, some random alt version would be spawned from nowhere. I mean, that would be crazy, because now you actually need to play events. However, no. Just no, okay? It isn't like that, because all the charting and all the licensing is done to the metal star, let's call it like that, okay? And that's so stupid, in my opinion. That's a stupid technique to do. It just makes these two games not really unplayable, but unenjoyable, in my opinion. And even, for example, here in Country Star, we don't get extremes. Yeah, we are used to just getting hearts. Actually, this season is quite good if we talk about difficulties. Like 6 hearts isn't really that bad, you know. We always had normals. So this is actually difficulty-wise, this is fine. However, for example, like Beatstar, they are used to get extreme every single season, but now you don't. Now you just get 9 metal songs, they are just hard. Like, who needed Do Has to Be Hard? Like, who? I don't understand. Nobody. Or for example, Motherload. I haven't played the hard version, but the extreme version is beautiful. It's amazing. It's crazy good. And now you gotta ruin it by making a hard to it. Why? Bro, no. Okay, so that's the first thing I hate. Is their strategy to Metal Star. Second thing I hate is the pure amount of misinformation they put. Like, I will go back, way back, to December of 2022. If you don't remember, the Beatstar had a deluxe update. This deluxe update was great, but also controversial. Great because it brought great new mechanics, like lane switching or diagonal swaps. which were amazing. However, you needed to collect 100 deluxe cards or 200 regular cards, if you want to compare, or just not compare, but you know what I mean. So it was like 6 times harder to get a new song, because back then you only needed 30 cards to receive a new song. Now you need to collect 200 regular cards, which were 100 deluxe cards to get deluxe. So it was really bad. So that's why it was controversial. And what the Space App said about this? Well, they said that after the winter break of 2022, yeah, they were supposed to like fix deluxes. Now I don't know what they meant by fixing deluxes. Was it fixing hot ticks, or was it reducing the deluxe cards needed? Either way, they didn't do nothing. Okay. Nothing was done to this day. Hot ticks are still here, and yeah, we still need 100 deluxe cards. So yeah. Secondly, there was the last update, June 2023, the track skin update, was a great update. Okay, it was a good update. However, what really pissed me off was, before the update happened, they said that the liking song feature will be coming back. If you don't remember, many of you maybe don't even know this, but way before deluxes, I mean way before, there was this option to like songs. Now you can like songs, and these songs will be put to your wishlist box. However, way before, in 2022, in like start and middle of 2022, you could actually heart your songs even after you unlocked every single song, and they would appear here, the recently liked songs. Do you really think I like something in the original Who I Am that much? No, these are just my newest wishlist box songs, and as there is nothing I can collect. No journey update will bring new songs. This will be my forever 3 most liked songs. However, I mean, these songs are fine, but these aren't my favorite songs. If I had to put some songs, Burning Man, Give It Up, and maybe, I don't know, Sharp Dressed Man, for example, I would put these 3, because these are my favorite. Yeah, so, and they said that this feature will be coming back, that you can like songs even after you get them, and unlike them, of course, as well. As you can see, it's the April of 2025, and nothing happened. Yeah, that's kind of sucks. And yeah, also I think it was said that in season 54 in Beatstar, some update should happen, but nothing really happened. Nothing was added except the daily how's it called? Daily shuffle has been, like, you could prolong it to 5 songs if you use ads. Wow. And of course, now I can't show it because I want to play, but you can skip 30 minutes to unlock a song. A song box, sorry. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, they genuinely say stuff, the community managers say stuff that isn't really 100% trustworthy. And in order to get the real information, you gotta wait for the game. And that's also, they aren't honest, they are just so fucking, like, I get it that you can't really be honest with everything in your company, because, yeah, but this is just wrong. Just lying to your, if you are, genuinely what I believe is that they aren't really lying, they're just saying truth for the time. Like, for example, let's say I planned a thing, like, let's say I'm gonna now say 100% on my mama that I will do something on 1st of March, May, it doesn't really matter. However, I'm not sure really, I'm just having it planned, so I don't really know if that's going to happen. But I said to you that I'm gonna 100% do it. And this is the problem. If you have something planned, but you are not really sure, don't say you are going to do it. Like, why would you even do that? I don't know. Anyway, that's the one problem. I mean, not one, I already said like 2 or 3. So yeah, that's the problem which Nextbit has that should be fixed. And next thing I hate the most, I despise it so much. You know what that is? Let's say, for example, you have a great idea. Let's say you worked 2 hours on a ranked game mode idea, okay? And now you are going to tell the server, Reddit server, or it's not called server in Reddit, so it doesn't really matter, Discord server, you're going to present your idea about ranked mode which could improve the game. And the community manager will say, that's a great idea, I will pass it to the team. Or something like that. You surely seen this. Yeah, it's a great idea, I will pass it to the team. And nothing ever happens. Not even the song you actually suggest will happen because they're not licensing anymore. So every idea the community had has been ignored. Maybe except the perfect plus indicator, which I don't know if it even was the community made, but fine. Yeah, this is what I hate the most about this game, about Space Ape, and that is there is no community interaction, communication, nothing. Like, the only thing that they communicate through the community are deluxe polls. But other than that, there's nothing. You can suggest the whole rework of the game, but they will ignore it completely. Now, there are 2 possible reasons for this. Firstly, the community manager doesn't really pass the ideas to the team, or the community managers do pass your idea to the team, but the team completely ignores you. Either way, it's dumb. It's horrible. I don't really think that the community managers would lie to you. I genuinely believe they are actually passing the information to the team. I believe that the team is completely ignoring you. Not only you, but the whole community, because tell me, is there any connection between the community and the dev team? Is there? The only bridge are community managers, right? However, the only thing they will say is that they will pass it to the team. But I can say it too, and I'm not a community manager, you know? Yeah, nothing. There is no connection between the developer team and the community, and that's what I hate the most. And this, I think, is the biggest problem. Why games such as, I don't know if you know these, but I will start with the most popular Brawl Stars. Why Brawl Stars can make fun of themselves in Brawl Talk, and people are still fine with it, and the game is successful? Why, for example, Wolfsville? No, I don't think of Wolfsville, if you know Wolfsville, but it's a quite fun game, and you got such a big community connection. For example, for their passes, every single skin in the pass is actually created by the community. Imagine if we, as a Beatstar community, could decorate banners, and the 4 best banners would be selected to the pass. I mean, that's a thing you can do, and it doesn't cost you money. It actually makes you can actually like hire, yeah, not really hire, but you know what I mean. You can actually hire the community to make you emotes, to make you skins, to make you banners, and that you have less work, okay, and the community feels connection, and that's what is important in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, that's what could improve this game. Even if we had no new songs like now, at least we would know that Space Ape or Nextbit or whatever they are called care for the community, because we would at least contribute to the passes or anything. And with community, you could design anything. You could design not banners, track skins, or avatars, emotes. I don't know. You could like design custom notes or backgrounds to the passes, or I don't know, whatever really. Like banner profile themes, whatever. And you don't need to do anything. because community would make it. You know what I mean? For example, it's an easy fix in my opinion. Yeah, you need more community managers or more moderators in the servers, but I think it's done. For example, in Country Star Discord server, there are, I don't know how many moderators there are, but they are never important. I mean in the way that nothing really happens. If Country Star had no mods, it wouldn't be a big change because nothing really happens on that server anyway. It's dead. That's my point. Moderators are of course important, but in the Country Star server, for example, it's dead. Okay, so yeah, the server is dead because there is nothing to do other than voting in deluxe polls, which I mean, sure, but there is so much they can do, or we can do, if they wanted to. So yeah, we got so much unused potential. Every single game, every single successful game should, in my opinion, use its community to make the game better. Because the only way they... actually, there is one thing they do except deluxe polls, and there are surveys. I hate those surveys. You know that survey that came that, oh, look at these great ideas. What would you want for us to add? You know what? I know you won't add nothing. I know. And if you do, it's gonna take a year and more. Because this poll, there has been 2 of these polls already. The first poll, what happened to the first poll? We voted what we want and nothing happened, and we got a second poll. What the oh my, no, I don't genuinely believe you actually work on it. I genuinely don't believe. And if you work on it, then at least post some progress, that as we community can have hope. Like, because this is just, no, it doesn't work. And so, there's the problem. Anyway. The next thing I want to talk about is the third game, and how abandoning these two is also a dumb idea, which I already talked about, but the actual impact. Except the alternative charts or anchors that we have in tour passes, you gotta pay for songs you already have. Genius idea, and people are genuinely enjoy it, yeah. And now, you see, do you remember when I think the video I made was called Mechbox or something like that. I was making fun of the merge bugs because it was bugged. Yeah, it was bugged, like you open it but you didn't really know what you received. This bug is still here, and the video is 1 month old. The bug when you get nothing, you actually get something but you don't know what you received because it's overlaid by the event tab, is still here. 1 month long bug, maybe more, I don't really know. Like, what the fuck? Next thing, this game is almost 2 years old, and for the whole time, for the whole 2 years, the emote tab hasn't been fixed. Because the way this emote tab is supposed to work is that this horse emote should be from season 1, the next should be season 2, season 3, season 4, and so on, so on, so on. But of course, these are misplaced. They are all over, just not in a good place, which hasn't been fixed since the game, I don't know, since when. It has been so long I genuinely forgot when it was added, this bug. It's so stupid. The exclusive emotes are, I don't know how are they supposed to be, if they're supposed to be from the oldest to the newest. It also doesn't really work. It's so just all over the place. Next bug you genuinely if you play events, if you spin, if you're an active player and you spin this roulette, you gotta know that there is a chance when you click the button when you buy those, this token's top up will overlay the animation of you spinning the spin. And this bug has been here since, I don't know, Deluxe is born at it. So, my point here is that you have bugged games. Genuinely, those bugs, everyone know them. Everybody already knows them. But you aren't fixing them. So the 2 games you abandoned in order to make the 3rd game are bugged. So why are you making a 3rd game when you can sustain 2 games? Do you remember that one short when Redneck as Deluxe was added and it was unplayable? Like, the chart wasn't there? They genuinely added a bugged version instead of fixed version to Country Star. Like, that's just, I can't even explain it. Like, is it on purpose? I don't understand. So you can sustain 2 games and you're making a 3rd game? Can you imagine what it will be for them to be able to work on 3 games, bro, if they can't do 2? Like, damn, that is not a good idea. So yeah, this was, I think, the last thing I wanted to talk about. So the things I hate the most is the genuine worsening of the game. The game is getting worse and worse. The community managers aren't really a good source of information, or it shouldn't really be a trusted source of information. The 3rd thing was that there is no connection between community and developer team, and the final, the bugs and the overall problem with making a 3rd game, which in my opinion is not a good idea. So yeah, what now? Yeah, you may ask, how can we fix this? You see, YouTubers like Fusion Gaming or Haley are already abandoning the Beatstar game, and that's really something that should go to Space Ape as a sign that something is not really right. You know, you got these people who are really committed to Beatstar, who genuinely were not the only one, but one of the very last people who cared about this game and were making content. Now all the content on YouTube you can see, the Beatstar content you can see on YouTube is just modded stuff. Because the modding community is bigger than the community who actually plays this game. I mean, yeah, they are more players playing the regular game, of course, but the active community on social media, more of this active community on social media are people who are playing the modded version of the game, where they create custom charts, or they unlock all the charts. Like, it's just messed up. This game is messed up, and as everyone is leaving, the most dedicated player base is giving up because there's nothing to do. This game is dying, and probably is actually already dead. Like, can you name somebody who makes Beatstar content that isn't just recording charts? I don't think there's anybody. Maybe there is, and if some of you do that, I'm sorry, but I don't know you. Like, there are people who review seasons, and that's fine. But what do you have to review if there is nothing new in the seasons? You will do my my professional reviews today rating season. Like that's all. That's all we have left. Cause yeah, I mean, Nextbit is literally destroying every single part of this game. So you can't really make content on this game. You cannot. If you want to be original, I mean, yeah, you can make a let's play from part and make it to parts like Beatstar free to play from 0 to rank 29, whatever is the last rank. I mean, yeah, you could do that, but is that really what you want to do if this game is dying, is not progressing? It's just like, no, there's nothing. I mean, this video is useless. Firstly, most of the people you will not watch this, because this video is quite long. And secondly, even if you watch this, and even if you leave comment what you think about it, the developer team will do not care, even if they watch this video. Okay, we will not care, because they are working on it for game. Sure, but whatever. You know, I mean, work on the game, but why the fuck would you abandon this too? Just make people more pissed, I guess, like, no. And I guess they want to appeal to the newer players, but cutting the dedicated players of their new content is just stupid. It's just plain stupid. So, yeah, it doesn't really make sense in my opinion. And you could propose 1,000 ideas. YouTubers could make 1,000 videos. But nothing, genuinely nothing, will change. And that's the worst part about all of this. And this is why this video is completely useless. This video is a waste of time, unfortunately. So this is my last commentary video on this game, and I will be making videos about new charts, of course, like I always do. It's just we already know people who do charts. There are plenty of those who just record charts. So there is no originality, once again. And I genuinely don't blame the community for not making original videos on YouTube. I don't blame them. Cause why? What's the point? You know, you will be trying to figure out the original concept for this game. However, the developer team care less about the game than you do. So, yeah. Okay. I think I genuinely talk a lot. Like I said, this is my last breath, my last hope. I mean, I genuinely don't have no hope for this game. I just wanted to make this video to make things clear. And if you somehow want to improve the game, start with community events, then with, like I proposed the idea of, for example, making banners or the cosmetics as a community, and later make like some sort of YouTuber program maybe, and just listen to your community. This is what people had to say. Share progress with them so they can see what you are working on, if you are even working on it, because at this point I doubt it. Like, I'm sorry, but I genuinely doubt it. Because we've seen nothing for the past 2 years. Okay, this was edited. All grand prizes collected. Claimed, whatever. Wow. 2 years of wait. Okay. So yeah. I will be not returning to Beatstar. I will be returning to Country Star in the form of chart, like I said. if there are 3 new in 3 weeks. And that's all from me. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I will be doing today. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna raise season 30 to -1 out of 10. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for the eternity, because they will not bring new songs. They said that not all songs will have its anchor or alt version chart. Do I believe that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm actually 100% sure that every single song will have its alternative chart. And every single alternative chart will be introduced through the pass. Because for the past 2 years, we've never seen a progress in this game. The only thing that was good they added was the other road to unlock a song. That's good. But for example, I don't know if this is still in the game. Okay, here you have 400 deluxe cards, which is good. But I think for some season, it was season 54 maybe? In Beatstar, they genuinely made that the Tour Pass didn't have 600 deluxe cards, but they had like 60. Like, that's horrible, bro. That's genuinely horrible. Actually, yeah, the second good thing they did was the unlimited play in Tour Pass and more deluxe cards for those who pay. Okay, so there are 2 things they made that are positive for the game in 2 whole years. And these 2 are not new features. These are something that is just, you can change it every day, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway, I hope there will be better times for this game, and maybe one day we will return with a smile on the face and with the positive energy towards this game, maybe. Although I doubt that at this point. So, it must be the whiskey. It must be the whiskey. Okay. Bruh. There's a possibility I made some things unclear because, yeah, my English is not really the most amazing. However, there is something unclear. I said in the video, because I speak like a fucking dumbass. Leave a comment. Ask me something you didn't understand from this video, because I genuinely believe I made something not really understandable. Because, you know. Yeah, that's all. I have nothing more to say. Nothing really. I think I said everything that was needed to say. So, enjoy the rest of your day, or the rest of your evening, whenever you actually watch this video. Thank you for watching this video, and bye bye.